Alrighty, let's go ahead and check on our peas. It's crazy. It's like every time we come out here, they're taller and taller. This is by far the tallest, and as you can see, it is packed with peas. Our banana trees, Dione has like kicked it up a notch, and they're all completely bouncing back. Our lettuce is doing extremely well, as you can see. It's weird, this one spot is like big and the rest are kind of like smaller, and they're all exactly the same. Here we have our carrots, and you'd be surprised how many are in there. They're probably really too close together, but I figured half would die, but they didn't, so now we're stuck with them. Next we have our snapdragons. Those are Brittany's snapdragons for her candle collection. And then we have Korean radishes here. Honestly, most of these big ones probably need to be picked, because, once they get too big, they kind of have a bitter taste. But when they're little, they taste like very, very sweet. Grandma has already taken like 2 jars of kimchi out of there. Next, we have the brand new patch of Korean radishes, which I think it's only been a couple of, I don't know, like 6 weeks perhaps. So they grew very, very quickly. And then you see these 2 mounds. That's actually white potatoes. And hopefully those come in time before all the bugs. On the end here, we have some more carrots because we thought, it's getting pretty cold, so want to add some carrots. Those were started on the 12th. We have our mango, still doing well considering the cold. There's not really much wind blocking, and that's like a year old. And you can see back there, the basils hate the cold. They absolutely hate it. The rosemary is like, bring it on. It's actually getting bigger. And we have our whole patch of broccoli. This broccoli we actually started in a 40-pack seed starter tray, and it did really well. One of the most interesting things I think I've seen in the entire garden are these marigolds that don't want to die. The hurricane destroyed them, and you can see this one actually created a figure 8 or infinity stem, if you can see that. And it's like, I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna grow and I'm gonna live till infinity and beyond, or something like that. Anyway, the first patch of lettuce was doing really well, and I wanted to try this side to have more sun. And we have another patch of lettuce here, and it's butter crunch because it handles the cold a little bit better, I've been told. And you can see it's actually doing pretty well. I think I might need to up the fertilizer. Then we go into the beets. These in the front are the beets, and they're just little seedlings. In the back you can see the Cuban oregano has taken a beating as well with this cold. Looks like it might have some blight. We have some more beets here. These actually did better, and I feel like maybe more sun is the reason. In the back, if you look real close, you can see multiple pepper plants here. Some of them have just been stripped of all the leaves by ants and the cold. But the jalapeno in the back is actually doing pretty well. This next area we have the bunching onions, and basically they're green onions. And what I did is I planted some green onions in the back just to have them have a little bit of companion planting. Here we have one Everglades tomato, the small one in the front, and in the back we actually have all of the tomatoes. One in the middle was our sacrifice plant. We've been taking off caterpillars and stuff like that, but that one was already eaten up, and it seems like more caterpillars came and kept eating it up. So we're hoping that meant they didn't hit the rest. The rest are doing pretty well. I put jugs of water in the middle so that during the day they can heat up. They block a little bit of the wind, and hopefully that keeps the temperature pretty good. You can see every single one of these plants has got a ton of tomatoes, to the point that I've had to tie them up multiple times. I feel like they're all gonna pretty much get ripe at the same time, so hopefully anybody wants to come and grab some. The small ones are all the Everglades tomatoes. That one looks like it's gonna, these all look like they're gonna have little baby Everglades tomatoes soon. And then of course we have some more big tomatoes. These are called Floridade tomatoes, and I guess they were like developed by the University of Florida because supposedly they can withstand severe heat, drought, and monsoon rains that we get here constantly. So anyway, I'm just showing you the different angles of the garden so you can kind of see. We try to companion plant whenever possible, especially over here with the strawberries. We're letting a lot of these plants grow because we were having a problem of too much rain or too little rain, and the actual grass helps. Right here you'll see this little offshoot. That's a new plant. The strawberries just giving me a whole new plant. I don't have to grow anything. I don't have to do anything. I use that stick to kind of angle it so that it can get where I need it to get. This one right here started out a sickly plant, and look, it's just like so big. I thought they'd die in the cold, but they actually seem to like it. We've started with like 20, and we have a lot fewer than that. I haven't counted actually, but every once in a while, like I say, they give us a little surprise. We have this one right here, and if you follow the offshoot, that's the baby. Anyway, that's how it is. Anyway, come by and pick any other radishes or anything you want. Love you guys. Bye, Mom.